Hello, I'm Sam the plumber today, and I want to show you an example of how to solve maybe a potential plumbing problem in your sink, kitchen, or anywhere. Anyway, so if you have a sink that is slow, like for instance, say you're clogged up like so, this is clogged on both sides. Well, that's one thing to figure out. So both sides are clogged, so therefore you know it's past the little tube that drains from one or the other. Now you might be thinking, well, it could be the P-trap, but it's not the P-trap in this case because when I'm going to show you a way to tell. It depends on how convenient it is for you to check this, but on this house it is convenient to check the clean out, so I'll show you that. Okay, so this particular setup, this is behind the kitchen where I just was. This is the plumbing that's clogged would be down here, and then this is the clean out. So I'm going to take this cap off, and if water shoots out of this cap, that means that the clog is between here and down below into the main drain out for this sink. If it doesn't, water doesn't come out, then the clog would be in the P-trap. That's one way to check. Quick, easy way. So I'll show you. Water's probably going to shoot out. Yeah. So there you go. So this is all the water that I put into the sink. Clean water, and then clean one. So that shows me that the clog is between here and that. It's probably gonna. What it does is it goes. The snake has to go kind of down, and then go that way, and then go out. All right. So let me give you some quick one-on-one on this drain snake. There's different types, but some of them actually will push the drain. They'll actually push into the clog. This one doesn't. You have to hand feed it, but it does rotate either reverse or forward, depending on the switch. So it spins, and then you have to pull this by hand and kind of shove it in as it spins. And if you note the direction of the cutter, I don't know if it's called a cutter, but it's like the spring. If it's spinning this way, how should I say it? Look at it from this direction. If it's spinning clockwise, it's going to catch things. It's going to catch on things with this nub right here of metal on the tip of the spring thing. So it's going to grab stuff. And then once you grab a clog, you might know because you'll kind of get like a boom on this thing because it's going to hit some resistance. And then sometimes you have to pull it back and then push it back and even reverse the direction because sometimes it'll get stuck. It's kind of actually really hard to just tell some of the stuff. Like you almost have to do it because I've done this a lot of times. Not professionally, but I used to do maintenance and did a lot of clogs. And I used a larger one than this too, like one that actually feeds. Really heavy one, a 3/4 inch. Or I'm not sure if that's the size, 5/8, whatever. But this is a 1/4. I think. I'm sorry. Hopefully, but I think that's a 1/4 inch snake, whatever you call it. Anyway, so it's got like a circuit breaker, safety. It's like a reset. How do I say? It's like a breaker. So like let's say you could reset it, like if it stops working, and then Jesus, I'm sorry. You can test it. It's off, and then reset it. All right, so there's that. Plugs in there, goes into there, and then there's this bulb, like a waterproof switch, which is for safety as well and convenience. I don't know, but so watch when I press this. You can hear the clicking, but it's not in a position. So let me click it, show you real quick. See how it starts spinning? And then like to go in reverse, it spins the other way. That's for safety because if you get snagged on this the snake, whatever, they could drag you into this thing. And trust me, I almost got hurt really bad on the bigger one of these. Not this one, but a bigger one. So anyways, so probably going to switch it to forward. Then I'm going to get the bulb looking thing, the switch, conveniently located. Probably going to have to set up the camera because I'm not going to do this. So anyways, what I'm going to do though Actually, I'll get it started. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it into the drain hole, clean out hole, whatever it is. Get this thing close. Think about getting this close to that hole. I'm gonna show you a little bit with the phone on. So what I'm gonna do, turn it like that. I'm gonna kind of push it with the glove. Just slowly push it in. See, I'm actually pushing it in. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And you have to be very careful, obviously, because this is driven by a belt. And then it's got the motor right here, of course. And then it's got the pulley. I think it's called pulley. So it's just got this pulley, and then this belt just wraps around the body of the where the cylinder that holds the cable. So, and anyway, sometimes this thing could get tangled up and screwed up too. And that's a bear. I've had one. You just have to be careful when you use it. Like when you're done clearing out a drain, you put it probably in reverse. I'm not sure if you have to, but you slowly pull it back in. You don't just like, you kind of run it and then pull it back in and push it back into the cylinder case, whatever. All right, I'll show you. I'll set the phone somewhere. Oh, by the way, I thought I'd mention that I hit something pretty hard last time I did this and snagged this thing. This was supposed to be straight. So I just bent the heck out of it. And then you have to order the kit, or I think you can buy the kit at Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever. But the kit seems to come with not just this one, but the cutting one. It looks like a spade, and one that looks like kind of like a U shape, like goes kind of like that. It has cutters. This one's good for rags or whatever, or just buildup of stuff, hair, whatever, because it'll grab the clog and then you could pull it out, or push it to the next level of piping. That depends on your situation. If you're sometimes you push the clog to a bigger, thicker section of pipe that's one of the main sewer lines. But on this case, I know that this line goes about 100 feet that way, so there's no way I'm going to push the clog all the way out, so it's going to pull it back in. The cutting one is better for like, here you go. Well, here's the different ones. Here's like the cutting one. Oops, sorry, yeah, that one. It's for like roots and such, or things that you can cut through certain clogs. You just have to get the hang of it. And this one's the spade one. And then, like I said, this is the one I'm going to use right now because it worked last time. All right. And then I only have one glove right now, which kind of sucks. I don't know why I can't find my stuff, but I'm going to go get by with one. Sometimes you want to reverse the direction and then try shoving it out and back in to get around like curves and such. Go back to forward. You can take the line a little bit like this. Just don't let it go like wrap around your arm. Okay, so I'm running water in the kitchen, and if water comes out of that hole, which I'm sure it will, it's still clogged. But just to show you, you could check. If the water doesn't come out, yeah, see, I knew it wasn't cleared yet. Just thought I'd show you how to test. All right. Okay, so I've been getting it to go pretty smoothly. I got it to go around the pipe, I guess, I think. So I've been able to drive it. Yeah, it's going pretty hard now, so I should be able to get this plug. Now there's a kink in the line right here, kind of. You have to be very careful not to get it. It'll tingle around your arm. Like I said, it's dangerous. So go in reverse, hit it, or just hit it for a second. Get it kind of back in the proper. And then if I'm going to push someone, snake back, I need to bring this closer in. bringing this closer in so there's less play in the drain. In the cable. Get a little, bring it as close as I can, and then I'm going to slowly try to push it in a little bit more. And sometimes you actually you just want to reverse it. I probably got the clog. I'm going to show you how much cable I got in here this time. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how dirty that is. Yeah, see? Definitely got that in there pretty far. It's pretty gross. Look how nasty that is. You can see I hit the clog. Pretty gross. But I'm going to run some water in and let's see if no water comes out of there. I got it. Watch as I push it back in slowly. The excess, you can see it winds itself around for like. See that thing in there that winds it? So you wind it slow, and then it winds it back in. So now you can do it all over again. Pull the snake back in closer. Get rid of that excess cable, and I'm gonna go for it again. Okay, so I cleaned the head of the cable, spring tight. It was all full of almost like cotton rags. Okay, so now I got the drain snake situated. The roof where it needs to be, and the cable is still spooled out to make it so this was lighter to carry over here. And then there's the vent that I'm going to be snaking down. It's easier using gravity to my advantage. And then inside the house, the sink is still clogged. So if I do hit the clog, I could communicate with someone in the house and they could let me know, hey, you got it. If the water goes down, that means I got the clog. So I'm gonna reel this back in. Like I was telling you guys, pull it back in. You can see it spool itself. And I'll wind it back in, and then I'm gonna start. And I got the cord up here, I threw it up here too. So got about 8 feet or more just to get to that level. So I'm gonna go ahead and shove it in before I'm not gonna wind it all into the drain snake. So what you do, drop it down. Drop it like it's hot. And then I'm actually hitting resistance. So you can use, like I said, use gravity. See, there you go. So I pushed it using gravity, and then it's going down even further. So you can I've actually unclogged clogs without even using the snake. Just by dropping the snake down and using gravity to push the fog through. Actually, I'm going pretty good on this. So I'm seriously just pulling it out and then just shoving it down. And I'm waiting until it kind of hits. Okay, so once you hit like it stops on you. That's when you could start up the cycle of the snake. The serpent. No, I'm just kidding. The drain snake. So I got the little button, got it in, put it forward. There's a little bit too much line there, so I'm gonna put it back in, get this situated better, and then it's gonna be hard. I'll try this with one hand first, but here's what I'm gonna try to get to go down. Oh, I have to plug it in. I guess that helps. See what I'm doing here? Oh yeah, it's going down like really good. Okay, well, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna call somebody down below and see if I got it. But here's the setup, just right next to the vent. Let me get my shadow out of the way. So pretty much just use gravity, feed it down, and then like I said, get it spinning. Use your hand with the glove to push down the snake down in there. Be careful. Okay, thanks. See what I'm doing here? Oh yeah, it's going down really good. Okay, well, I'll let you guys know. This time I'm feeding it successfully, which is a good sign. It's feeding down into the vent, which means I'm getting further and further down, which means I should be getting closer to the clog. But I've been pushing it down. It's hard to do with one hand, so I'm going to turn off the phone, the camera. Anyway, so you grab it and you push it down. You guide it down the hole from here. If you let me be very careful, because there's too much slack, it's going to twist up on you like that. See? That's kind of wants to twist up. Then I'll slap it in reverse. Hit the pedal for a second, straighten it back out, and then push it back in a little bit, and then get some tension on it. I don't know. It's been worked for me, so that's what I do it. All right. You kind of conceded a little bit of the feed. So I snaked that clean out almost to the end of the drain snake. I tell you, it's a really long run. So this device, so I attach it to the hose, and I'm going to shove this down the vent, and then I'm going to have somebody turn on the water, and then when they turn on the water, that bulb is going to expand, and then it's going to force water down under pressure of the hose. It's going to force the water to go down towards and hopefully push the clog. I don't have much confidence in this. I think that the clog is too severe. I've already pulled out 3 or 4 the auger bit full of gunk, so I don't know, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so the water's on. I heard some water gurgling up, but it actually, like I said, it expands, and then it pushes. The pressure might push that clog. Not much to see here. Just showing you how you do it. Said you push the hose down with that bowl down, and then you turn on the water all the way. Okay, so here's the part number for what I got. I bought, it's called the Vitrovia 63065 drop head auger, and it's 4 rigid various models, and I believe the one I have is the K40. So it fits. This important part is it fits the end of the snake, so it looks like that. So the one I have is bent, not too bad, but tweaked a little. And this is the one I tweaked at first on this when I tried to clean out. There could be an issue with the pipe. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, so what I like about these ones is pretty cheap. But what I like though is because I didn't really see a kit that had these, but these are smaller, and the tip is smaller, so I'm hoping that these will help burrow through this clog better. So I'm gonna try it out later, but I'll show that if it fits for sure. All right, I'm having trouble removing this guy with this tool. It's tapered on the front, so I'm gonna show a trick that worked in the past. I'm not gonna show me struggle trying to take it off, but it didn't want to come off, so I just spray some WD-40 in there. And WD-40, good old WD-40. And then probably won't be able to do this with one hand. I'm gonna have to hold on a second. Alright, so I'm back at what I'm trying to do, clear out this drain. It's been a few days, but I got other things I had to do, and then I was waiting on a part. So this is what happened a while back when I did this drain. I cleared it. It was like a year ago. And this is the newer one, but it's also bent. Not as bad, but it's bent, and it's bent at the tip. I could cut that down, but I decided I was going to go buy a new one, but I couldn't. There wasn't any available at our local hardware stores. Like one way out in San Diego. I don't know. I didn't want to go that far. So we ordered these from Amazon, Vitrovia drop head auger, and it's compatible with rigid. And this type of drain snake, the cable has a on a proprietary, whatever we call it, connection type thing. And this is the one that has the correct connection on it. So these were 2 for $19.45 if you have Amazon Prime or whatever, free shipping, and it's compatible with this strain snake. Okay, so the issue I also had on this was trying to actually just replace this and put one of these guys. So I was having trouble getting this off. So I'll show you what I had to do. The other day I sprayed it with WD-40 like several times. And when it comes with a key, it kind of has like a tapered edge. And then what you have to do is push this through the hole, and the tapered edge facing this way, when it goes down in there, it pushes down. Hold on. It pushes this spring activated peg down. So you set it in like there, and then you hammer it down. Hold on a second. Okay, so I hammered this guy down. So it would wedge it out. I want to show you. So it pokes through the other side, and then you shove it through. Once you shove it in, then you can slide this off. See? So what this does, there's a spring activated nub in there. See, it goes up and down. This got stuck. These will get stuck, but it's loosened up from the WD-40. And then, so here's the bits I was showing you. So I should be able to just, what you do is you slide it on. Okay, so I got it slid in partially. I pushed that peg down, and see, it snaps into place. And this looks like it's going to be fine. And like I said, I got the advantage of having a swivel right there, so it can maybe find that clog a little bit better, run through it. It's a little bit smaller, which is actually what I want. This guy gets stuck. That's why this one got bent and this one got tweaked here. So anyways, I'm going to demonstrate. Looks all dirty. I'm going to demonstrate this guy and see how well it performs. I hope it doesn't break in there, but I'm going to be gentle when I snake this out. And I'll be doing that next. Alright guys, follow up. So this is a bit, again, I have 2, so I'm using the other one. And it seems to be going in, working pretty good. So just to show you in the spool, I've used pretty much all the cable. There's a little bit, there's some left in there, but I used the majority, and it's getting like I hit something, like I hit the clog and I pushed through. So I'm going to pull the snake out, and hopefully I got the clog. And otherwise I have to stuff it back through and start all over again.